My royal rogues, I was about to not make a video today. It's Sunday. I don't know. This week has been a bit crazy. Had some engagements today, but I saw this tweet from Meghan Small, and I had to make a truly spontaneous video about. I don't know, a reaction on this. Damn, he can't even take a bite without her opening her trap. Look at this. Harry's like eating, I don't know what is it, like a sandwich or something. Let me try to put this right where it belongs, right there. All right, it's a big bite. I mean, he can't even take the bite that he wants to. I don't know, what is that? A burrito, an empanada. What is that? I don't know, but he's so like. How can I just bite the way I want? Why Meghan has to, I don't know, criticize, like interrupt him? Oh, it's a big bite. And it's heartbreaking the way Harry looks at her right there, like, what? For real? Are you telling me? And he's even, he hasn't even swallowed what he bit. And he's trying to say, oh my God, what's going on? Why is that? He goes. I'm trying to process this. I'm trying to process this. But by the way, how do, I don't know, Meghan Small, Harry's gray suit? These are my favorite accounts. How do they find these clips? I don't understand. I don't know. Do they have like some kind of secret Harry and Meghan drawer? And they just put their hand inside that drawer of clips and say, hey, I got this new clip that nobody has ever seen in their lives and nobody has ever caught on camera. I got it. Let's put it on Twitter because I don't know. This is great. Great news, by the way. Thanks, Meghan Small. And thanks, Harry's Grey Suit, which is the other account that always shares all these crazy clips. But this is like, oh my God, it's you can't even eat in peace. Eat your, how do they say that in America? Your pie hole. It's your pie hole in America. Let's go to those comments. I'm gonna read the comments. I haven't checked them out. This is a trigger warning. I haven't curated them, but well, she really has no business criticizing his bites. Oh my God. Began Meghan Markle food judge. The future princess what? Wow, that is a mouthful. That is a mouthful. All right. J.E. You don't have to like every characteristic of your spouse. You just accept them as they are. Don't embarrass them and focus on something else. It shouldn't be worth mentioning and certainly not in public with everyone watching. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Man, you just took a big bite. Don't take that kind of bites, Howie. Not to mention when she made everyone laugh at him at one of their public engagements. I think most of the audience response was uncomfortable because she was belittling him. Yeah, I think that's uncomfortable to watch in any situation, and it doesn't matter, woman to man to woman. That shouldn't be done in public. That is embarrassing, and it's secondhand embarrassment for everyone else. She did that to him at a couple of engagements, and at one she even said, "Thanks for letting my husband tag along and crash the party." Oh, like what? He is the reason you are relevant. I can't believe I'm sticking up for Harry, but here we are. I couldn't believe that was not on my November 2022 bingo card. She had to demean him in public. She is well known for doing it. It was one of the things that his friends hated, and she does it in front of people and laughs, while everyone else cringes, sits uncomfortably. Good used to do that to William all the time. His style of teasing was mean. Reap what you saw. Well, that's fair, I guess. She criticized everything, then laughs as if it was funny, which it wasn't. I've seen this people in real life, and yeah, it's uncomfortable to watch and experience because you imagine that someone's partner, spouse, or girlfriend, or whatever, is gonna, I don't know, stay beside you, like vouch for you, and if they are criticize you, they're going to criticize you. They're gonna do that in private. It's like the most logic and commonsensical way to do it. But you know that when we talk about Meghan Markle, common sense is not a word that we use with the with right frequency. Exactly. I've known people like that. They're undermining your confidence to make good decisions by questioning or insinuating that what you did was wrong and then laugh it off. Yeah, that is narcissistic manipulation. That is a bit of gaslighting, that making you feel bad, especially in front of everyone, and then say that it's some kind of a joke. Why are you reacting like that? It was just a joke. You can bite in peace. When have I like cut you off like that? But you can do whatever you want. It's just a joke. Don't overreact. Why are you getting so emotional? Why are you screaming at me now? You know how is the all this this recipe, this book of strategies of manipulation. That is a manipulation tactic, okay, to deconstruct someone's confidence. It's so subtle sometimes that when the victim tries to explain what they experienced and put their finger on it, they have difficulty to do so and will feel even more pain when other people laugh it off then too. Yeah, because it's such a small thing disguised as a joke. Then if you try to explain it to somebody else, they're gonna say, I think you are overreacting. Are you sure? Are you alright? Because that doesn't sound like they are belittling you or anything. That sounds like they were just joking with you. That is the worst part. That other people, third parties, even loved ones, begin to doubt what you're saying, because that person, the narcissist, the manipulators, are so charming with everyone else that they say, oh, this is odd. This person looks like a good friend, a nice guy, a nice girl. Why are you reacting like that? It's just a joke about your biting. I had a controlling boss once. He always had to have the last word in any conversation. It was funny how any of us in his work group could extend a conversation infinitely just by saying something, even have a good day. Power hungry, like the wife of the Hewitt boy. Hewitt boy. His face, she ruined the moment. He wants a mommy, didn't he? She sure chastised him like one. I'm surprised she didn't rip it apart into smaller pieces and hand-fed it to him. I'm surprised too. That would be Karen. She's not interested in caring, but only blaming, shaming, diminishing him as well as others to shine brighter beside and even more in front of him. That is the real deal. That's what's happening there. The look on his face is priceless. His soul got crushed. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And again, it's just a tiny bit. Maybe if this were two people that we don't know, and we don't know anything about them, if this was the only clip that we knew about them, maybe we would say, well, this is no big deal, right? This is no big deal. This is just a bite. It's a big bite. But we know these subjects. We know the protagonists of this mini story. We know their background. We know their track record. We know their body language. And we know what does this mean in the greatest scheme of things. That's the difference. We have enough time studying literally studying Meghan and Harry to know that this is that tiny things that overwhelms and erodes someone's confidence. And that is what's so dangerous of this kind of personalities. Because you will feel like you were a fool. Why am I reacting like this? But it's not only one event. It's a series of events. There are 10, 20, 100 micro events that eventually lead you to that breakdown. And that will happen. And when you break down, the narcissist will say, hey, they are gonna film you, record you, your breakdown, so they show it to you. Remember when you reacted like this? And they will show you the recording. Remember when you overreacted like this and began screaming in front of everyone, or began screaming at me when all that you were complaining about was a joke? Who's the crazy one here? Me or you? The one who overreacted. And they are going to show you, show that recording to everyone in terms of manipulating you, maybe to your family, maybe to your friends. When your family or your friends maybe reach out to that person and say, I need to have a word about you. You are the victim in this case. But maybe it's not your friend or your family that are going to reach to the narcissist. The narcissist will go ahead, will be rather proactive, and maybe sit down with your mother, or sit down with your brother, or sit down with your best friend and say, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about them. Look at this. They reacted like this the other day because of a joke. I don't know. I felt so threatened. I was so scared. I was just joking and they reacted like this. Yeah, they're going to use that kind of tactics against you, and they're going to buy the trust, not buy the trust, but get the trust of those people around you, the ones that they know they can, manipulate into getting that trust for their own advantage. Because there will be people, for example, maybe your mother or your father or maybe your best friend, that they know that no matter what they do, they won't be able to manipulate. Okay, maybe in the case of Harry was William and Catherine, for example. Then what do? They just cut you off from your family. They cut you off from your best friend. They make sure that you are isolated from all those people that they can't manipulate. All the rest, society, friends, maybe even your workplace, they will make sure to manipulate in order to cut all your options and make sure that you never dare to escape, because it will be incredibly difficult. You will not find support anywhere. At the same time, they not only gonna cut you off from your mother, your father, your best friend, your truly loved ones. They're gonna make sure that they pit you against them for some reason, using guilt, using your weaknesses, using your emotional pitfalls, using emotional blackmail. They will do that. You might think that I'm exaggerating, but this is great, because this is the kind of examples that we can see, and this is how it begins. That look and expression speaks volumes. A pet hate of mine is when someone comment on how much, or the way I am eating. What's your problem? What's the problem with the other person? And in front of everyone. I understand maybe you're having dinner at home and just the two of us, and I don't know, maybe it's very quiet and you're making noises with your mouth. That then, I don't know, put on some music. And maybe the problem is not that the other person or you make some noises with your mouth. Maybe you need to put, I don't know, maybe some Barry Manilow. It helps too with couples. But I don't know, so many angles. You see that I get triggered by these kind of situations, because I know how this feels and how people have so much trouble explaining what they feel And why do they feel so bad with such tiny events that are just little by little taking away your self-confidence? Desperate to get into the camera shot, it shows just the degree of control she thinks she should have over him and others, because she thinks she's a polished, refined, more aware young woman. Irony is majority of the public doesn't agree. She thinks she is, being the crucial point here. Harry was raised within the royal family, spent school years amongst aristocracy, and dined with other countries' aristocracy and leaders. He should be the one taking the lead, societal norms, not a cable actress. I don't know what else to tell you. I know that I've said this 1,000 times, but it doesn't matter, because I want to drive my point home. And I know that you're gonna share this video with someone which will understand what is Harry going through in this moment, and maybe it will be helpful for them too. My Royal Rogues, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and remember, much love and bliss.